Bitcoin futures. Bitcoin futures traded higher this week. Prices pushed above the lows of the range in here. It's trading about mid-range. Volume increased to about the average. So this was genuine trading. The market continues to trade in this little zone, attempting to consolidate, perhaps build up some strength for a push higher in the future. The last 2 weeks actually show you some strength building now. It was uncertain at the time. This was a threatening down bar here and a consolidation bar in response right at the lows of the range where price could have broken down again. In response, prices pushed higher and up to the middle of this zone. So there was a bid in there. The market was happy to support this, and the lows of the range have been defended against supply. And that's usually a sign of strength. It may not all be over just yet, but you've had at least some sign of strength emerge when the market was in a vulnerable position. I expect there'll probably be a test for supply either over the weekend or early next week, like this. And then if supply is found to be low, there may be a secondary attempt to push higher and perhaps up to the highs of this little range or this little zone that's been marked in there in green. I don't expect a great attempt to move higher than that. There's likely to be quite a bit of supply in this area here where there was a gap down and people were trapped up here. So I expect this market will probably trade in this zone here for a little bit longer at this point in time, and maybe an attempt to encourage anyone who's up here still trapped in a bad position to sell their position as price moves up to it, which will reduce the resistance once price does attempt to push higher at some point in the future. But the example this week was that the market did catch a bid and defend against supply at the lows of the range when the market was vulnerable. And that was a good sign, at least in the near term.